Justice for a New Mexico Mennonite woman is now in the hands of an Arizona jury. Former airman Mark Gooch is charged with the murder of Sasha Kraus. As News 13's Brittany Bade reports, both sides made their final case to the jury this afternoon.
By all accounts and what we've heard in trial, Sasha Kraus was a light. This defendant snuffed it out. We won't be able to bring that light back.
Somehow, some way, they would present to you objective forensic evidence linking Gooch to this crime. And they cannot, and they have not.
27-year-old Sasha Kraus was abducted from her Farmington Mennonite community and killed in January 2020. But the prosecution and defense disagree on who pulled the trigger.
You heard that he had dark feelings against Mennonites, resentments, grudges. And then in the cover of darkness, he committed horrific acts of violence against Sasha Kraus, also a Mennonite.
Prosecutors argue former airman Mark Gooch is to blame. His motive, a general hatred of the Mennonite community. However, the defense countered, even though he is no longer a Mennonite, he still lived by their peaceful values, despite being a member of the military.
He is nonviolent. He was raised in a nonviolent family.
But the prosecution says cell phone GPS records and pictures on Gooch's phone show clear as day that Gooch drove to New Mexico and was at Kraus's church around the time she was abducted. The state also recapped evidence proving Gooch lied to detectives about why he was traveling north out of Arizona that day.
I was hoping that ski resort was still open, but they were closed due to coronavirus starting up. We're talking about something that happened in January 2020. Detective Nagel testified that the coronavirus, the COVID restrictions didn't happen until mid-March.
GPS records also show that Gooch and Kraus's phones were together traveling back toward Arizona. It also shows Gooch was in the area Kraus's body was found for nearly 3 hours the night she went missing, something the defense did not specifically address but tried to discredit.
It doesn't mean that that's where the person is. It just means general vicinity.
The defense told the jury a lack of forensic evidence and differing forensic opinions about the bullet found in Kraus's skull are more than enough to cast reasonable doubt.
You must return a verdict of not guilty because the case has not been proved.
In the prosecution's final word, they argued forensic evidence disappeared because Kraus's body was left in a forest in the dead of winter and it wasn't found for weeks. Receipts show Gooch also got his car deep cleaned, arguing it is common sense Gooch is the only one who could have killed Kraus.
You heard evidence, you saw evidence that brought to light the defendant's actions, brought the truth.
Brittany Bade, KRQE News 13.
The jury was released for the weekend. We will keep you updated when a verdict does come down.